88.1 XFM, Tauranga Hit Music Station. Also, another sponsored episode of Mike Time with Marty. Jets Car Grooming, all the way over from Tauranga. If you want your car spick and span, just go to Jets Car Grooming. I have got a radio presenter, entrepreneur, and social media influencer who does the late show on Zdm from 7 till 10 p.m. Say hello to Cam Mansel.
What's up?
Woo! So, of course, you are living my dream. You're a radio presenter. You are a social media influencer. You can do it all. How did you get started?
It's a long time ago. I've been working in radio now for 10 years, which seems like an entire lifetime, but I've done a lot of different jobs throughout that time. I started off as an intern with Zdm, driving the Black Thunders, working on the website, that kind of thing. And then probably did that for like 3 years. And then I started a radio station on iHeartRadio, which was, can't even remember the name, Ultimate Access, which was basically like Zdm, but kind of targeted towards a younger audience. Did that for a year and a bit, and then went back to doing the online and social stuff. And then the night show came up and they basically wanted to focus more on music and have a really music focused show. So that's what I've been doing now for the past 5 years. I think this will be the 6th.
Well, congratulations. Again, you are living my dream. So, of course, you've got a YouTube channel. What was your reaction when you hit 2.32K subscribers?
I'm not going to lie, for a while I made videos on YouTube and stuff, which was a lot of fun. And then, I don't know, I think probably just got a lot busier with work. So haven't really been posting on YouTube as much. I just mainly use it now to like share interviews that I've done. So I don't really look at the subscribers that often. So I didn't even know there was 2K on there, to be honest.
Well, again, congratulations.
Hey,
now,
thanks.
You have interviewed the likes of Adam Lambert, Jessie J, Ed Sheeran, even Charlie Puth. What has it been like meeting such global superstars?
It's always a little bit nerve-wracking. I love music, so I admire a lot of these people that I do get to interview, which is super cool, but sometimes it is a little bit scary or daunting. I don't know. Some people say like never meet your idols, and I wouldn't necessarily say these people are my idol, but some of them are cool, some of them not as cool, but all of the people you just mentioned have been super nice, and yeah, it's usually fun.
Okay, so of course for me, picking one is like picking my own children. If you had to pick your favorite interview that you have done, who would it be?
Ooh, that's a great question. Alessia Cara, probably. I've actually interviewed her. I interviewed her once in New Zealand, and then I interviewed her at the iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas, and then I interviewed her on the red carpet at the MTV EMAs in Spain. And it was really funny. When I was interviewing her in Spain, I was like, hey, it's really nice to meet you. And she was like, no, we've met before. And I was like, oh, I didn't think you'd remember. So it's just this funny moment, like, never imagined that A, she would remember me at all, but B, in a completely different country from where we had met previously, she still put 2 and 2 together. So I was like, yeah, she's awesome.
So for the both of us, we have guests that like to come on the show more than once. And I think for you, it's the band Why Don't We?
Yes.
So first of all, how many times have the boys been interviewed by you? And what's been like a honorable moment that you've had?
How many times have they been on the show? There's been a few where it's been the whole band, maybe like 4 interviews with the whole band, and then I've done other interviews where it will be just 1 or 2 of them. So all up, I would say I have interviewed them maybe, I want to say 7 or 8 times.
Jeez. Okay, and an honorable moment?
Honorable moment would be probably their record label flying me to Japan to interview them before they played a gig in Japan. And I flew over with a winner and we got to go to the show. So that was a pretty exciting moment, I would say.
Wow. Well, again, jealous.
You'll have to come as well next time.
Oh, fingers crossed. Okay, Cam, of course, as a radio presenter, you are very good at thinking on your feet. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think you are?
Oh, I don't think I'm that great at thinking on my feet. I'm going to give myself a 3.
Okay, because this is a recurring segment I have on my show. It's called Quickfire Questions. But
Okay.
a big influence for me doing this is Ellen DeGeneres. So I'm going to change that up and do her famous burning questions.
Okay.
Okay, so don't be nervous. You're in safe hands. All right. What's your favorite drink?
My favorite drink is Pepsi Max.
Oh, okay. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Oh, favorite cake flavor?
Carrot.
Okay.
It's
Favorite subject?
got to have cream cheese icing though.
Oh, yes. Favorite subject when you were at school?
Drama.
Oh, yeah. What scares you?
The first thing that comes to my head is death, but at the end of the day, like you can't avoid it. It's gonna happen at some point. So, sharks.
Sharks? Okay. What is it about sharks that scare you?
Their teeth.
Their teeth. Okay. Cats or dogs?
Ooh, I've always been a dog person, but I've recently met 2 cats that I'm very fond of. So I think I'm gonna have to say cats.
Okay. What's something that you don't like doing?
Washing.
Washing. Okay. Besides radio, interviewing, social media, what's a hobby that we don't know that you do?
Well, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I do it, but I love skiing.
I have seen that. Sunset or sunrise?
I'm never awake early, so definitely sunset.
Love the answer. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Okay. Are you a reader or a watcher?
Watcher.
Okay. Favorite genre of movies?
Comedy.
Okay. Follow-up question.
Or action comedy.
Okay. Favorite comedian?
Ooh.
And no, you can't pick me.
Brie Thomasell.
Ooh, okay. All right. Favorite TV show?
Celebrity Treasure Island.
Awesome. Favorite TV show when you were a kid?
What did I watch when I watched a lot of Home and Away when I was a kid.
Oh, yes. My mum is obsessed with that show. Okay. And final question. What's one thing that you would change about yourself?
That's a great question. What would I change about myself? I don't actually know if there is anything that I would change. So I'm just, I don't know. I think like diversity is a good thing. And if we were all the same, like there are definitely things that I like about other people that I don't necessarily embody myself, but I wouldn't necessarily change that. But if I had to change something, I would change my memory.
Your memory. Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to have a better memory.
So you don't want to be like Dory?
Hi, I'm Dory.
I suffer from short-term memory loss. Okay, Cam, here's your chance for redemption. You get to ask me some burning questions. They can be as hard as you want, as difficult as you want, and just be nice.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your favorite song right now?
Sweet Talker by Years and Years.
Nice. What is your favorite movie of all time?
High School Musical.
Nice. Who is your celebrity crush?
Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco.
Good choice. Great human. When you're not doing radio, what's a hobby that you like to do?
I like to do stand-up comedy and voice impressions.
Give me a line from a stand-up comedy.
Hi, my name's Martin O'Connor. I'm a stand-up comedian, not by choice.
You gotta laugh, it's good. What's your dream job?
Radio presenter or to have my own talk show.
Do you have a dream radio station that you'd like to work for?
I was an intern with The Edge when I was back in high school, so I would probably like to go back there, or possibly I've met the My Home Run crew. They're super funny, and also Fame used to be a student graduate from the school I went to, so yeah, it'd be cool.
Sweet. Outside of radio or having a talk show or whatnot, what is your biggest dream for life?
Just to be noticed for doing what I do. My nickname is Manchild, so I do weird things for the pleasure of others. So I think it's just being noticed about the gift that I have.
Nice.
Two more.
What is your favorite food?
Macaroni and cheese.
What are you drinking right now?
I am drinking something called Wahoo Punch.
Wahoo Punch.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it, but it sounds fun.
Just Raro, I think.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Cam, if you could pick one person to interview, who would it be?
Oprah.
Oprah. Okay. If you could pick a second person that you'd want to interview.
Ooh. Kris Jenner.
Okay. Okay. So if you could have a talk show of your own, what would you name it?
Talk show. Well, it's kind of a rip-off, but I quite like the name Chatty Cam if it's a talk show, but I think it's Alan Carr is called the Chatty Man, so should probably come up with something a bit more original.
Okay. If you could have a line of famous people that could perform at your birthday party, or you've celebrated 10 years on Zdm or something like that, who would you want as your lineup?
How many people am I allowed?
Let's go 5.
5. Okay. Harry Styles, Billie Eilish, Celine Dion. Let's get a Kiwi artist in there. Maybe let's go Benny. And Miley Cyrus.
Okay. Well, speaking of New Zealand, you've met 660. What was that like?
They're awesome. They're all super nice guys. I've interviewed them quite a few times now. Don't even know how many, but yeah, no, they're awesome. I've been to quite a few of their shows. They always put on an incredible concert. So yeah, nothing but love.
Well, I'm politely stalking you, and I've stumbled across a Instagram post. Don't be a dick. It's only a small prick.
That was about the COVID-19 vaccine.
Yes. Well, speaking of COVID, how has your career dealt with COVID?
A lot less guests.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more Zoom calls. In terms of radio listenership, people are still listening to radio to get news and feel like they're hanging out with someone if they're working from home or whatnot. So other than that, it actually hasn't changed that much because we're like an essential service. We still have to come into work and everything. So
Yeah.
it's pretty much like normal.
Okay. So I'm kind of taking this idea from Hot Ones. Sorry, Sean Evans. But explain this gram of you and Shawn Mendes.
Oh, that was just a day when we went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and I don't know if you've heard of the Met Gala before, but we were just attending the Met Gala, hanging out. I decided to wear purple. Not 100% sure why, but it just felt like the vibe on the day.
Okay. So you have met so many global stars like Delta Goodrem, Why Don't We, Niall Horan. If you could pick a celebrity to live in your shoes as a radio presenter, who would you pick?
Well, you mentioned Niall Horan. He filled in for Jimmy Fallon, I think it was, on the Tonight Show. And I think he did an incredible job. So I would definitely trust Niall to host a radio show. I think he'd do well.
Okay, cool. So you and me have something in common. We were both born in the month of November.
Do you know what's 9 months before November?
What was that, sorry?
Do you know what's 9 months before November?
No.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Now get that mental image out of your head.
Yes. Okay, so can you explain this? So it says Snapchat's Cam pens out letter for anyone struggling with sexuality.
Yeah, for me, I think sexuality is something that everybody experiences or will get confused about at one point or another in life. And I remember when I was younger and a lot of people at school said things to me that made me feel like crap. And I just wanted to put something out there on the internet for people to read if they're struggling with sexuality or maybe have friends who are struggling with sexuality. There are some things that can help a situation. There are some things that are not so helpful. So I just wanted to write a little open letter to the internet and I guess just put some positive vibes out because the world needs more positive vibes.
Exactly. Okay, so Cam, big question. Hold on. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's a great question. I'm going to launch a multinational media empire. No, I'm kidding. I'm a bit weird. People always talk about like 5-year plans or 10-year plans or whatnot. I've never really had a 5-year plan. There's always been things that I've wanted to do. And I guess in the next 5 years, I'd like to get back into doing some more TV at some point. In an ideal world, maybe a different time slot on the radio. Like I love doing the night show and talking about music, but it would be cool at some point to do a more personality-driven show. So yeah, I guess whatever comes along, but
yeah. Well, if ever you have your time slot changed, know that I'm always available.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll keep that in mind.
Sweet. So, of course, you have started off on TikTok. Did you start that during lockdown, or did you just think, you know what, it's another social media brand, I can be weird on it, why not?
I actually had a different TikTok, but my TikTok got taken down. I have no idea why. Like one day it was there, and then the next day I was trying to make a TikTok, and it was somewhere overseas. I can't even remember where I was, but I met these random girls in the street, and I think they were filming a TikTok, and then I was like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I was like, I did this like weird little dance in the background of them doing a dance, and then I was like, oh my gosh, can we make a TikTok on my channel? And then like we'll tag each other or whatever. And then I went to post it and it wouldn't post. And I was like, what? My whole account's gone. I'm so confused. So I don't really know what happened there. So That must have been like 2019.
Mhm.
And then I got real dark at TikTok and I was like, I'm not joining your stupid app again, blah, blah, blah. And then maybe halfway through 2020, I feel like I joined back up. And then, yeah, it's just a fun, silly little place to post some videos.
Yeah. Well, first of all, congratulations on 7,000 followers. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
What advice would you give someone like me that's been to radio school, that's doing all these interviews, but is just wanting to kind of find a gateway to get into the actual radio business?
Yeah, it's not always the easiest business to get into, but I definitely think are you based in Tauranga?
I was in Tauranga, but now I'm back in Hawke's Bay.
Oh yeah. So like if I was you, I'd definitely message like any of the radio stations in your local area, and sometimes you have to just get a foot in the door, so just offer to do some work for free for a while, or if there's street teams that are going out, offer to help them out in whatever way. And then if you're reliable and all of that kind of thing, then eventually there'll be a day where someone's like, oh, I can't come to work or whatever, and then they'll call you and you just kind of slot in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Cam, are you ready to play a game?
I'm ready. I was born ready.
Sweet. So this game is called How Would You React? So
Okay.
I'm going to give you a scenario, like you're doing a radio show, you're at the supermarket, I don't know, you're meeting Oprah for the first time. And I just want to see how you would generally react, but you have to do it in a silly voice.
Oh my lord, is that Oprah?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we'll go backwards and forwards. Let's go with you're doing your show, you're doing your late show, and you go to record an ad for, let's say, Pepsi Max. But turns out the mic wasn't on, no music was playing, and it was all dead for the last 5 minutes.
Oh no, my Pepsi Max ad's not playing. Do I have to do a silly voice on all of them?
You don't have to. It's
all right.
Yeah. And
yeah, I'd probably just say, oh no, the ad isn't playing. Well, actually, that's a tricky one, because sometimes when things happen on air, you don't actually point out the mistake that's been made. You just kind of carry on with whatever you're doing. So I'd try and let that one slip under the radar and try not let anyone listen or notice.
all right. Cam, what's one for me?
How would you react if you were walking down the street and a pane of glass fell off a building and smashed in front of you?
I would probably crap myself. Probably. Yeah, I'd probably go. What do you mean, look out? Oh! Can someone clean that up? Thanks.
Nice.
Okay, let's go with all right. You've been invited to go to the Oscars, the award show of award shows, and you get to announce a new radio show containing some of your favorite celebrities. But you didn't read the script last night because you were too busy having a few drinks with the boys. How would you react?
Hey guys, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't read the script. I don't even know who I'm supposed to be introducing. So let's just pretend, even if you're not really excited, that this is the most exciting moment of your life. Make some noise.
Yay. All right, last one for me, and then I'm gonna hit you with a plot twist. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. What would you do if you were doing an interview with one of your favorite artists and they didn't want to be there and they were being really rude and the interview was super awkward?
Well, I would try and keep it professional, but if they're getting a bit too out of hand, I'd be going, okay, I'm sorry you feel that way. Let's reschedule for another time. It's completely fine. No, okay, you just want to leave. Okay, cool. At least I still had the last 5 minutes that we chatted.
True.
That's why I love recording everything. Okay. Okay, Cam, plot twist. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to just ask you some general knowledge questions about famous celebrities. It can be musicians, actors, comedians. It can even be politicians, for all we know.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go with Pete Davidson, comedian on SNL, is in a relationship with who?
Kim Kardashian West.
Okay.
Although I don't know if the West part is really that relevant anymore.
Yeah, that's another story. Okay. How many Oscars has the award-winning Jim Carrey won?
Oh Lord, I have no idea. I'm gonna throw it out there and say 6.
Close, it's 7.
Ooh, not a bad guess.
Very close, very close. Okay. Justin Bieber, who we all know and love. What was his most famous song?
Baby.
Okay, what was his second most famous song?
One Less Lonely Girl.
You want to try another one?
Sorry?
Despacito.
Oh, of course.
Yes, okay. How many members are there in the Spice Girls?
Well, originally there was 5.
Mm-hmm.
Do we still count Victoria? Because she's kind of like, I'm never doing a Spice reunion.
Sure, let's count her.
Okay, 5.
Okay, 5, cool. Who is the tallest female member of the cast of Friends?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever watched a full episode of Friends, but I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say Monica. It's Phoebe, isn't it?
It's Phoebe.
As soon as I said Monica, I was like, I feel like, is Phoebe the blonde one?
It's Phoebe, the blonde one. Okay. Last one. You love Home and Away, so why not? Name. Oh, there we go. Name 5 characters in Home and Away, including the character's name and their actual name.
I can't.
Okay, what about just characters' names?
Characters names, that's a lot easier. Alf Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember her last name, but back in the day there was a girl called Matilda.
Mm-hmm.
Brax.
Mm-hmm.
Colleen.
Mm-hmm.
And I can picture her face. Is it Maureen or Morag?
Morag.
Morag, yeah.
Okay. Let's see if I get it. Ryder, Alf, Rue, Marilyn,
Oh, Marilyn. That was the one I was trying to think of.
and Brax. Wow. Okay, so this is a little extra one. This is just to keep you on your feet, so you're nice and energized. So I'm just
Nice.
gonna give you categories. So like gum, movies, and you just gotta name 3 of them.
Okay.
Okay, so name 3 brands of gum.
Like chewing gum or gun, like bang bang. Gum.
Chewing gum.
Wrigley's,
Mm-hmm.
Airwaves,
Mm-hmm.
Hubba Bubba.
Okay, what's one for me?
What are 3 computer brands?
Acer, Apple, and Lenovo.
Nice.
Right. Name 3 radio presenters.
Bree Thomasell, Clint
Mhm.
Roberts, and Megan Pappers.
Okay, cool. So another one for me.
Name 3 TV hosts.
Okay. Can it be like talk shows or like game shows?
Talk shows.
Talk shows. James Corden, Jimmy Fallon, and Steve Harvey.
Nice.
Okay. Name 3 New Zealand heroes.
Sir Edmund Hillary,
Mm-hmm.
Lord, and New Zealand heroes. Sir Peter Blake.
All right, cool. Another one.
Name 3 fashion brands.
Chanel, Adidas, Nike.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Last one. Let's go with name 3 places in the world you want to go visit.
Ooh, France.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to go to Antarctica, but then I read a blog that Lord did about going to Antarctica. It was a podcast actually I listened to, and she said you probably shouldn't really go to Antarctica unless you're a scientist. So it's like, maybe not. So we're gonna scratch Antarctica off the list, and I'm going to add. I've always wanted to go to Machu Picchu, so that would be another place.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Italy, because I feel like the pizza and pasta would be delicious.
All right. What's the last one for me?
What is your dream car?
Okay. Well, as a comedian, I always say one with 4 wheels and a motor, but I've always wanted a ute, just like one with a big giant canopy, 4-wheel drive, big surround sound, so I can listen to radio stations on my own Spotify playlist, or be narcissistic and listen to my own podcast. But yeah, just basically any car that can get me from A to B.
Sweet.
Okay, so Cam, of course you do radio, you do social media. Entrepreneuring, how'd you get started doing that?
I don't really know where this whole entrepreneuring thing started. There was like some website that wrote that I was an entrepreneur, and I was like, I don't really know how I'm an entrepreneur. I don't do anything in business. So yeah, I wouldn't say I am an entrepreneur, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay. If you could pick one person to be on Mic Time with Marty, who would it be?
Mic Time with Marty should get Adele.
Oh gosh, that would be cool. That would be cool. Okay, so
she's a vibe.
I don't know if you're able to talk about this, but how does a radio station like Zdm get in touch with people for interviews?
A lot of the time, in terms of like artists and stuff, it will come through the record label. So I'll get an email from Sony Music or Warner Music being like, hey, we've got, I don't know, Why Don't We, or whoever it is. They're available at this time for interviews. Are you available? Do you want to do it? And 9 times out of 10, if you're not available, you make yourself available and you do the interview.
Okay, because I know it's probably the same for you, but the time difference, because like I've interviewed people from the UK, Ireland, and the time difference is so annoying. How do you
Oh,
cope?
100%.
Like, I had an interview at 3 o'clock in the morning, but it was 5 p.m. her time. How do you deal with the early mornings or late finishes?
Well, I'm used to staying up late anyway because my show is late, so I don't mind the late ones, but the early morning ones can be a real struggle. Like when you finish work at 10 and then you try and wind down, like at the, I don't know, you probably experience this as well. Like when you do a radio show, you're like all energized and hyped, and then once you get home and you're trying to go to bed, it takes a while for you to fall asleep. So if you have an interview at like 3 a.m., that's a struggle, but you just, I don't know, suck it up and do it.
Yeah, like when I interviewed Chris from What Now, like he's in New Zealand, so that was fine. But then I interviewed a guy who does ring announcing, and he's met guys from the WWE. 1 p.m. my time was about 7 o'clock at night his time. I'm like, oh gosh.
That's wild.
I love my job, but I also kind of don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cam, I'm going to give you the floor. Promote yourself. Instagram, TikTok, everything. Let the people know what's going on.
You can follow me pretty much everywhere, just at Cam Mansel. I think TikTok is cam.mansel, but try and keep it same everywhere.
Okay, so Cam, I've been asking you a lot of questions throughout this interview. Now's your chance to ask me. Do you have any questions that you want to ask me?
What inspired you to get into radio?
I was told that I had the gift of gab. I don't stop talking. I love music, and I think it's cool because like doing stand up and then doing radio are two completely different things. It's just you and a microphone. But with stand up, it's like you in front of God knows how many others. So I think it's nice having that, I don't know, just having that change of scenery. And also, if it wasn't for radio, I wouldn't be doing what I am doing now. So
that's cool.
Any other questions?
Trying to think. If you weren't doing radio and stand-up comedy, what would you do?
I always dreamed of being a musician, but then I kind of lost track of my musical bones until probably I hit 17, and then that's when I picked up a guitar for the first time, and I just fell in love with it again. I am wanting to get into doing like producing music, but I mainly want to focus on this right now, just so I can get myself following, and then we'll see what happens.
Sweet. All right. That's cool.
One more question.
One more. What's your favorite genre of music?
Country western.
Nice.
Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down. Okay.
That's awesome.
Cam, do you have any secret talents?
It's not really a secret talent, but embarrassing myself.
Okay. Okay, so like I mentioned, I do voice impressions. So I want you to rate them out of 10, but then I also want you to try and do them yourself.
Sweet.
Okay, so first of all, Donald Trump. Why not? All right. My fellow Americans, we're going to be the world. It's going to be amazing, that I can tell you.
That is so good. 10 out of 10.
Okay, let's see if you can impersonate Donald Trump.
My fellow Americans. I don't even know. I'm sorry I'm not there in the White House. I don't know. I Can't impersonate him.
That kind of sounds like Stewie Griffin.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only impersonation I can do. So anytime I try and do an impersonation, it just comes out as Stewie Griffin.
Okay.
Hey,
Do a
Megan, how
Stewie
much
Griffin.
Vera for that band? Hey, did you pay Vera for that band? Megan, yeah? Did you pay Vera for that band? Hey, did you pay Vera for that band? Huh? Megan, yeah? Did you pay Vera for that band? Then it gets higher and higher.
Yeah. Oh no, my favorite one is when new sprinkles. For every sprinkle I find, I shall kill you. Or Lewis, come back and love me.
All so good.
Let's go with Hal. What the heck is going on? Why are these people trying to kill me?
Is that the Terminator?
Yeah.
Nice. Who
Who
plays the Terminator? Oh, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can impersonate him.
I'll be back.
Okay. I'm getting kind of Darth Vader vibes.
Darth Vader is my dad, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, let's do two more. Let's go with alrighty then. Your number's still 911.
Ooh, I have no idea who that one is.
And you must be the Monopoly guy. Hey, thanks for the free parking. Loser, loser.
I have no idea.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Yes, you got it.
Woo, go me.
Let's
I'm
see
so
if you
good
can
at this game.
Let's see if you can impersonate Ace Ventura.
Oh, what's a line that he says?
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then. I don't know.
Awesome.
I don't know if I've ever seen Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Wait, what?
Or if I have, it was a long time ago.
Okay. All right, last one. Let's go with. Okay. What? Welcome to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Huh? No.
I want to say Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
Okay, that's good.
Let's see if you can impersonate Mickey Mouse.
Hi, I'm Mickey Mouse. I don't know.
Love it. Okay, well, Cam, thank you so much for taking your time. What are you doing for the rest of the day before your show?
Well, I'm just about to open my prep sheet and start prepping the show. So hopefully there's some fun music news and some new songs for me to play.
All right. Well, Cam, is there anything I should like to say before we sadly finish this interview?
No, just you're a legend. Thank you so much. And hope you have a great afternoon.
You as well. I'll make sure to listen to you at 7 to 10 p.m. on Zdm Online. Trademark.
Whoop, whoop.
All right. Thanks so much, Cam.
No worries. See you later.
Yep.
Bye.